And, like any other little kid, your nose starts itching or your eyes start itching. You start rubbing your eyes and all that. And my eyes got all puffy like a monster. I remember my teacher saying, "Oh, he looks like a monster." And I didn't know what that all that was, and I'm gonna tell you, it made things really crazy. And in fact, I really think that might have affected my track and field career because I could not understand why. I trained really, really hard. I was captain of my track team in high school, not because I was the fastest. I wasn't the fastest, but I worked the hardest. I was very committed to sacrificing to be the best because I wanted to be one of the fastest. I didn't understand the genetics of track and field though. That's what kind of created a lot of frustration because I probably shouldn't have done track. I probably should have done golf or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I did learn hard work, and it was very frustrating. And maybe this is the lesson, like for all of us. And I can tell you what the lesson was for me, since we're doing financial consciousness, which is what we do every morning. So let me tell you the story, and then I'll tell you the lesson, the what I learned from it. And hopefully, it'll help you. So here's the deal: I would work super hard, right? Everybody else came to practice once a day. I practiced in the morning. I would get up in the morning and go run in the morning. Then I would go to the main practice, and then I would go to my job at Taco Bell. And this was after going to school all day. And then I would run again at night. Like that was how serious I was, how committed I was, because I really wanted to be fast. When I see those guys that they have that talent and they're running in the Olympics and all that, I wanted to do that. That's what I wanted more than anything. And the problem was, track and field is heavily genetic. It's, if you take two really fast sprinters and they have a baby, that baby is going to be a fast sprinter. If you don't have the genetics, you can work your butt off and train like crazy. But there's only so fast you're going to go in the 60-meter dash, 100-meter dash, 200, 400, all that. So I did okay, but I wasn't great. And one of the things that was interesting was, and what I did not know was that I had an issue with I think my allergies caused me to have maybe some sort of athletic induced asthma or something because I would train super hard and my coaches couldn't understand how I was in such great shape. But every time I ran the 400 meters, which if you know track and field, you'll know that's the most painful race ever. It just does something to your body. I would just die at the end. Like my body just would not respond. And I remember I would start every season. I'd be super pumped up, like yeah. This is going to be a great season. I'm going to be ready, and I would lift weights and everything else, and get out there. And I would either I would not reach my potential, or I would pull a hamstring. That was another problem I had. And we just had terrible coaches. And I used to learn track because we had a great coach, and then he left my freshman year. And so the other time we didn't have a coach. So I was kind of the coach of the team. And I wasn't qualified to be the coach. I was only 16 years old, And so anyway, here's my point on this, or here's what I had no point when I brought up the story, just so you know. But here's what I learned from that experience. So what happened was I had these big goals, and every year I would keep setting these goals and keep pushing and pushing and pushing so I could reach my objective. And I never reached it. I never got close to it. Most of my track and field career was pretty much a major disappointment. I only had like one or two highlights that I can think of where things went right. Right now, but here's the thing, right? So all that disappointment, which literally, I remember one day it just led me to tears. I remember literally just sitting there with one of the coaches, like just kind of crying because I was like, damn, like why can't I do this? Why can't I run faster? Why does my hamstring keep pulling? Why am I not able to reach the goal that I set for myself? Because I always thought, we believe in the fairy tale. We believe that if you keep working and you work hard enough, and you push like in the Rocky movie, that eventually you're going to win the championship, you're going to get what you want. And sometimes the fairy tale does not come true. Sometimes you do everything right and you prepare, you kick butt, you train, you do it, work as hard as you can, and you still don't get what you came for. Right? And that was my experience, as an athlete. I love sports. I was pretty good. I was good enough to think I was good. Like I was a faster sprinter than every single boy on the entire football team. I didn't play football. They wanted me to though, because as you can tell, they had a stocky build and I was very fast. But I didn't play football. I think my ADHD made it hard for me to remember the plays. The coach would be talking about the play, and I'd be over here looking over at this, thinking about daydreaming or whatever. So football wasn't my thing. But anyway, so I had enough ability to think I was good. Like a lot of black boys have this. A lot of black boys get cursed, and this is an economic curse, by the way. Athletics and sports is a huge economic curse for the black male because there are millions of black boys like myself who have just enough talent to think that we're good. Tell me if you know what I'm saying. Tell me if you've seen this. We have enough talent, to think that we're good. We run fast, we jump high, and we all think we're going to the NFL or the NBA, right? We all think that.